This is the video where I come out against healthcare.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Do you ever hear?
How we live, how we die. That is philosophy in 6 words. And the subject of accepting death is almost so basic it feels contrived or not even worth talking about. It's funny, it is the thing that keeps our greatest storytellers and thinkers of history up at night, but talking about it feels kind of goofy because none of us can speak from experience about it. And then there are things like this that happen in the news.
The tragedy of Darth.
No, the other clip. Oh no. Immortality.
Eternal life.
We get so hung up on things like the trolley problem and effective altruism and the common good.
Well, it's tricky. I mean, on the one hand, if you ascribe to a purely utilitarian worldview.
So, what did we learn?
And yet we really do ignore this particular thing.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't spend enough time thinking about the fact you're going to die.
Most people don't want to die, especially powerful people, and there is a reason that the Epic of Gilgamesh, Hercules, dozens of other Greek myths, Star Wars,
Why couldn't I save her?
Middle Earth, Frankenstein, Indiana Jones.
Eternal life, Dr. Jones. The gift of youth to whoever drinks from the grail. Now that's a bedtime story I'd like to wake up to.
An old man's dream.
Every man's dream.
Deal with this issue. The entire essence of power is that you become able to control events around you in your sphere of influence. That's what political power is. It's not surprising that autocrats in China and Russia and Silicon Valley think about this stuff after they've mastered so much of the world around them. Same for the ultra-rich and comfortable. People like Brian Johnson, who has poured his wealth and reputation into extending his life.
What's the matter with you, scissors?
By getting blood transfusions from his children and optimizing his daily routines for the singular goal of not dying.
The bread won't cut.
Not enjoying life, not getting the most out of it, not satisfaction, just not dying.
Our culture systematically excludes real conversations about death.
Maybe it's just Americans. I've never had a conversation with adults, people older than me, educators, or anyone about preparing for death and the importance of thinking about it.
You have to seriously sit with it for like a long time and really think about what it means. I'm talking like 2 hours straight, just thinking about the fact you're going to die.
I've just never had this conversation with anyone. But that is all people used to do in earlier centuries when mortality rates were sky high and living to 40 was considered a blessing. The Stoic philosophers, for example, really center their entire moral universe around the impending arrival of death. Zeno, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, they all talk endlessly about change and decay, rot, metamorphosis. Marcus Aurelius, change is nature's delight. Nothing is natural can be evil. So you can't fear death. It's not bad. And here you get the stereotype about the Stoic, resigned to his fate and indifferent about death and loss.
Mourn them do not. Miss them do not.
This is going to be controversial. What I'm about to say, some of you won't like, so I hope the point gets through. All we ever talk about is prolonging life, conquering illness. And I never really thought about that until recently. Tucker Carlson, of all people, said something that I found bizarre and shocking when I saw the clip on social media, because no one says this in American politics, which is that
There's something kind of sad about the emphasis on healthcare, too.
all we ever discuss and debate on the main stage of presidential elections and Senate races is healthcare.
I'm all for healing. I've been to I had appendicitis, back surgery. I mean, I've been saved by surgeons. I am grateful. However, like the most important economic sector in a lot of parts of your country is healthcare. Shouldn't you be focused on like producing life?
Yes, it's callous. Yes, it hand waves past the real issues that people face, just trying to live comfortable lives and in less pain. That's all true. But that remark has stuck in my head because I am actually so exhausted with hearing about healthcare policy, and I feel starved for anyone of authority in the world to discuss with us what dying well looks like. It's part of why octogenarians in Congress and the White House anger people so much. It's like these people holding on so far past their prime to power or something about it that they just won't let go. And because they won't let go ever and move on with their lives, they also only ever talk about conquering pain and suffering instead of teaching us by example how to live with it. That's very unpopular. No one will ever vote for a philosopher to be president, and that's probably not a bad thing. We talk a lot on Geeky Stoics about Star Wars because it is Western and Eastern philosophy 101 mashed together in so many ways, including how its characters are faced with the temptation to overcome death.
He could even keep the ones he cared about from dying.
Spoiler, it's himself. There are no loved ones for Mr. Plagueis. It's for himself.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Who doesn't think about this? We all do. Kate Bush's running up that hill and get him to swap our places. We want to undo death. We want to bring people back. We want to take their place. I know I do. Dad died unexpectedly a few months ago, and it wasn't fair. But it also wasn't wrong, because this is not where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to go home, and it is not this place.
I'll be with you, even if you can't see me.
But we miss them. And as much as we want to see them again, we don't really want to join them because that's really scary. But the reality of death is one of the only things that helps us determine how we are going to live and in what way. I don't want to waste my life because it's limited. Marcus Aurelius says in Meditations, pause and ask yourself if death is a dreadful thing because it deprives you of this, whatever this is. Insert into the blank. I am not afraid of death because I won't get to do YouTube videos anymore or sit at my desk and edit articles for work. I am not afraid of death because there won't be alcohol or sex. Well, I am afraid of death because I love breathing fresh air outside on a walk. And I don't know what the air will be like on the other side. And I like knowing that someone out there is thinking about me. Ego. And when you're dead, people may think about you, but you don't even get to enjoy it because you're gone.
Recognize it. It's not just an abstract idea.
The actual experience of death is kind of cloaked for most people, and I don't think they have any idea what it is when someone dies, the process of dying. And
this is a weirder video than I planned on making. I hope that what is coming through here is that as technology becomes more advanced and we continue to progress, there is a temptation toward believing the simple questions have been answered. Where did we come from? What is consciousness? Where do we go when we die? We need to return to the basics. Seneca said that anyone whose idea of philosophy is word games and twisting definitions is off the path of wisdom. By the way, that is all that happens on college campuses and philosophy classes. Action and consequence is the point of philosophy. And we're rapidly entering a time where human beings, very powerful people, are going to claim that they have overcome human limitations, conquered death, unlocked new forms of intelligence, and passed it off as enlightenment. I am looking for something more real. Riley on Geeky Stoics is looking for something more real. And if you want to join in that, subscribe and hop over to geekystoics.com and sign up there for our community. We have a book coming out next year on nerd wisdom. Your focus determines your reality. It will touch on some of these issues, and that will be where you can get an early copy when the book is done and ready to go out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm Steven, and this has been Geeky Stoics.